Yo, what is going on, guys? It's TCG over here, and I'm finally back with another video. And today, I'm gonna be mainly discussing about the upcoming ban list that we're gonna get in Digimon TCG around mid-March. And yeah, let's get straight into it. I've just been playing a lot of Galmon X, and I really have played a lot of games with a lot of really strong decks. And I felt like Galmon X was probably the most comfortable I felt. I did try to play Sucumon X, but I was really missing a lot of key pieces at the time. I was missing yellow scrambles, I was missing the pause plugins, I was missing a few. I think I was even missing the Wizardmon, which is very hot now from BT18. Yeah, ever since I dropped the Galmon X profile, I'm not saying that deck list is bad. I'm just saying like it could be a lot better, and I feel like we're in a meta where like things are gonna be a bit slow, and then it's a bit more interactive compared to before where it's just fast gameplay. So by me piloting this deck, I've seen how much this game has changed, and also what cards do I really feel like they need to go, or they need to be hit to one, or just straight up just get flat out banned. And yeah, I'm just gonna share my opinions to you guys, and yeah, let's get straight into it. So the first one that I want to talk about, I'm just gonna drop the bomb here, which is the counterpart of Galmon X from EX08, which is Medieval Galmon, or Medieval Dukemon perhaps. I really feel like this card should not have been released in the first place. It's just so floodgatey. I really hate going against this card. Like, I'm just kind of glad that I don't really run into this card as much, but I have play tested or I have practiced against this card, and honestly, I really feel like this card is just way too generic. It does have Vortex Warriors in its trait, but I felt like the Vortex Warrior should have been into the effect text. Like, they should have, given it the ability to like, oh, if you have a Vortex Warrior, then this happens. Then maybe Safagamon could, climb the ladder a little bit. But it seems right now, Safagamon is just resting in the grave. It's just there. It's just in the bottom. And yeah, I really feel like Medieval Galmon, it was just a misprinting, it was just a mistake. I really feel like this card, I don't really want to see it go completely. And people do say that, hitting it to one doesn't really do anything because people only play 1 or 2 copies of it. So realistically, I feel like Bandai at the moment is just not really going to touch this card. And unfortunately, that will definitely be the case, as this card just recently came out. And I've been playing Bandai games for almost my whole life now, because I've been playing Battle Spirits ever since I was like 8 years old or 9 years old. And whenever a card gets really good, Bandai will definitely wait for maybe 1 or 2 sets for it to get hit, and maybe some other games can learn from that, but hey, it is what it is. But yes, I feel like Medieval Galmon is probably not gonna get hit anytime soon, because no matter how much do you hit it, it doesn't solve the problem, as any deck could just take a copy of it in any way they want. So therefore, yeah, I feel like Medieval Galmon is probably gonna stay in the meta for a little long while. And if you guys are really complaining about the card, I guess you guys have never seen the Ruin Mode period, right? But I argue that Ruin Mode is a little less generic compared to Medieval Galmon. It's mainly because Galmon just straight up, you can just on-play it straight up. And yeah, because we're in a format where things are being on-played. Things are, flying here and there through Ace Digivolution. But Medieval Galmon, by being able to just rest any 2 Digimon and on-play it, just like that, it could either be yours, it could be your opponent. It's just really annoying to deal with. And yeah, as much as I love this card to be gone, I just really don't think that this card is going to go anytime soon. So yeah. And the next card that I want to be talking about is Unkumon from BT16. Yeah, I feel like this card just needs to go, man. Like, it needs to go to 1. It's mainly because being able to just check top 3 when anything moves out from from a breeding area, I'm not saying it's unfair, it's just really annoying to deal with, because you have this one little rookie that just straight up procs whenever anything moves from a breeding area to the battlefield. I know people are not going to find this a big problem, but imagine if you play against a deck that constantly reoccurs this card. Like, this card's going to be very annoying to deal with, and if you slice it to 1, that wouldn't be a problem anymore. And I feel that people really neglect this card is mainly because people really don't understand that this game, no matter what Bandai games you play, there are really rare occasions where there will be a game where you're allowed to direct search. It's not like Yu-Gi-Oh!, it's not like Magic, it's not like Vanguard. You only are able to search to top deck. And what does this card do? it constantly searches the top deck. And people may be like, oh, but the timing is restrictive, you know? Like, you know, you have to bring out a card from a breeding area. Well, I really don't know what to say to those people. It's mainly because that effect is honestly really easy to do. It's just so free. I just don't really think that this card should just stay. I feel like this card just really needs to go to 1. And yeah, like that card, it just straight up checks off 3 for free. You can grab any Digimon, it has no restrictions. So therefore, I just really feel like this card really needs to go and go to 1, or maybe just straight up flat out kill it. And god damn, please get rid of Mirage Galgamon. Like, Mirage Galgamon has been around for so long. It's been relevant since BT13. I used to have a deck of Mirage Galgamon, but I sold it because of how disgusting it is. Mainly with the new Galaxy engine, it's just so difficult to go against. I remember when I was playing Galgamon X, when I was still trying out the deck for the first time here and there, my opponent whooped out Mirage Galgamon just because of how scared he was against my Galgamon X. I'm like, bro, chill. It's my first time, or my first few times playing the deck, and you're whooping out Mirage Galgamon on me. Damn. Like, this deck literally is drawing you a lot of cards, but at the same time, the one card you draw from your deck, one security just goes bam, 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 bam. Eventually, you're dead. I feel like Mirage Galgamon, like the burst mode, just needs to die. Like, just straight up cut it. Like, go to 1. Go to 1, or just straight up ban it. Like, Mirage Galgamon on its own, it's pretty good, but I wouldn't say it's burst mode good. All you need is 1 Toma or 1 Thomas. Boom, straight up, you're online. And making your opponent go to 9 or more hand is so easy. Because everyone is running search cards, everyone's running cantrip cards, where you play 1 card and you just search and you add it to your hand. So 1 for 1. And Mirage Galgamon has been relevant for a very long time. Kill that deck. Just kill the burst 1 to 1. You know, just get rid of it. And so moving on to the other card that I want to really bring attention to, which is Digimon X. And honestly, I feel like this card, it's just so, it's a secret of all time, I would say. It's one of those secrets where, like, you kind of scratch your head and think whether if this card is good or if this card is just annoying. Like, when you look at the card, okay, it has indestructible, it has a blocker, and it can restand whenever your security gets hit. But note that it only procs the Vintage Evolution effect once per turn. So yes, I understand the card is very annoying to deal with, but as it gives itself indestructible, mainly when I'm playing Galgamon X, it really doesn't do anything against it. It's either like when they do go into Galgamon X, they can at most restand 1 more time, and they're probably not gonna block because the power is way too low compared to my Galgamon deck. But I feel like this card is one of those cards where, like, it's not fun regardless if you play it casually or competitively. So I feel like this card, I feel like they should just maybe, I don't know, I'm not really sure if they should drop it to 1. I just think the card is annoying, but I'm not sure what Banlist is gonna do about it. Yeah, I maybe I could be wrong about it, but whenever I play against a Digimon deck, I just really feel like their soul has left their body just because of how hollow the card is. Like, based on design and just based on just everything about the card, it's just there for me. And so moving on, we're going to be talking about Friend Digimon, and I honestly don't think the deck is that big of a problem, but I do see people pinpointing out that the deck is annoying. I mean, yes, technically, if you are going against that deck, you are playing a deck that has 13 memory. So, yeah, I do understand that, but it's mainly because I used to own Friend Digimon myself, and I personally felt like the deck has a lot of things to do, or it steamrolls quite hard, but I just really feel like it doesn't impact as much if you don't see the right pieces. So I really don't feel like Friend Digimon should be banned at the moment. I don't really think the deck should get a Savior Hakumon's treatment where, like, you just nuke one of the Soul Digimons. I really feel like the deck is already okay on its own. It's just that whenever it misses a piece, the deck kind of falls behind. And I have gone against the deck maybe 2 or 3 times, and usually my Galgamon X doesn't really struggle up against it, unless if they go into the Takemize. But I feel like Takemize Ace is kind of underwhelming, so therefore I don't really think Bandai is going to touch that deck anytime soon. And plus, the secret just came out like maybe a year or two ago, so I don't really think they're gonna touch it at all. I don't really feel like they're gonna hit ruin modes anytime soon. I mean, if they do hit ruin modes, it's a bit too late, mate. You're probably like what 2 or 3 years too late for that. It's mainly because the card is just really good and it's been reprinted so many times, and still, despite all that, it's still not getting hit. So therefore, yeah, people do not pray for that because it's not happening anytime soon. Yeah, I feel like this card's not going anywhere anytime soon. So sorry, man. It is what it is. And thank you guys so much for watching this video. And I feel like my predictions are probably gonna be the same as everyone else. It's mainly because when we do play this game, we do see that these cards are definitely a problem. But maybe some of you guys won't agree with some of the takes that I have. And yeah, that's pretty much it for this video. And I'll see you guys very soon, hopefully with more gameplays. And I know that the last video that I made of Galmon, the deck profile, it wasn't really the best. And so yeah, I just want to show you guys on what I've been cooking up with this deck competitively. So if you guys really want to see that deck list, just let me know, or just like this video, or just comment down below on whether if you guys want to see that. And don't worry, this deck list will definitely not disappoint you guys because I've been working a lot on this deck lately. And so therefore, yeah, thank you guys for watching this video once again, and I'll see you guys very soon with another video. Take care, guys. Keep playing Digimon, keep supporting your locals, and I'll see you guys very soon. Peace.